Motherfucker, it's Friday night, people. This is it. I was out there, I stopped and got gas at the golf. Gas is fucking cheap down here, man. I got my little fucking Rouse card, I got like $4.29 at golf. You know me, gotta sit out there and pressing the numbers, 433. But you get a couple 20 cents off. I seen some hot chicks down there. You motherfuckers don't fuck around. Me, I'm 50. I just look at a hot chick and I'm good. You ever had that? Like, you're good. Some guys want to talk to them. There's no reason to talk. I just barely got my wife pregnant at 50. You follow me? Because it's fucked up. You don't think, like, you whack off when you're 50 and the cum isn't energetic. You ever had that? Like, your sperm just isn't like, when you're 20, your sperm's like it's a party. It comes out. It's got firecrackers and shit. It's got a beer in its hand. When you get to be 50, your sperm just comes out. It's like a little bird, boom, like it just hits the floor, it just dies, you know. When you're 20, you ever fucking come and whack off and hit a chick on the side as they're running by, they're like, oh! You never Zorro the bitch, remember the Zorro? The Zorro the bitch. Ah! My sperm is nothing, boom, it just falls on the floor and dies, that's it. When you're 20, it hits the floor and it sizzles and shit like that. Alright, you guys are okay today, you're alright. I had some sadness a couple weeks ago. My fucking cat died, my favorite cat. You know, some people have animals, this was my favorite animal. But I'll tell you how much I liked him. Like, I trusted him, like he knew secrets about me. You ever have somebody die, and you're happy for like 10 seconds, you're like, he died? Thank God, that motherfucker. Like, that's how I felt about him. He was my dog, you know? Because I grew up on dogs, I never really had a cat. And then when I was like 15, in the neighborhood in Jersey, we had a fucked up cat. Like, he had like a patch in his eye, like a broken leg. But he caught fucking birds, you know, and he'd bring them to you, so. You know, he was okay. Like, I'd be hanging out there high, he'd bring me a little bird that was like half dead, you throw rocks at it, whatever the fuck, you know. And then, one time, as I got older, I started doing coke and shit, and we're gonna rob this coke dealer one night, me and my buddy, and went to rob the bitch, and she had a cat in the apartment. See, she used to weigh the grams in the bedroom. We thought that's what she was weighing the coke, but no, she had a cat in there hidden. It was like an attack cat, one of those skinny Siameses. So I set my buddy up, she lived on the second floor. I can't climb, my climbing days were non-existent. Not because I was fat then, I was a built motherfucker, I just couldn't climb, that's not my patois. So I sent him up there, he went up there. How you doing, all right, you sexy animal? What's happening there, Tarzan? You know, he comes out, like, he's like, where's the coat? I go in the bedroom. And I said, yeah, ah! He comes running out with a cat on his head, with all his claws in his fucking head. And he's trying to pull him off. He's like, ah! How do I get him off? I'm coming down. I had a gun on me. Don't come down. I'll shoot you and the fucking cat. Don't come down here. So when we ended up robbing the house. Until this day, he still says that he's got the claws in his head. I haven't seen him in like 6 years. I don't believe him, but who gives a fuck? We robbed this guy like 20 years ago. It's got nothing to do with the situation. I'm just trying to tell you my relationship with cats. You follow me? And then when I started dating my wife, she had this cat, Finny, as a kitten. He was a cute little motherfucker. So we started hanging out, but I was still doing coke then, right? So I would I would do a couple bumps, and I had never seen that before. I would cut the coke like you're supposed to do, cut it up, and then you get like a straw, and you do a little line, and your jaw goes, you get all excited and shit. So I was cutting up the coke, and he would come up to me and like look at me like he wanted a line. So I gave like a little freeze one day, just under his tongue. And he started shaking his head and shit. And he ran away. What the fuck? But another night, he kept coming by me when I was doing coke by myself. So one night I rolled like a $1 bill just fucking around. I was all coked up, I was bored. And I just put it in his little nose like that, right? And I hit him in the back of the head. And he did like a quarter of the grand. He really did, right? And he started running around the house shaking and shit, right? My wife is sleeping. I'm like, what the fuck? He's ODing.